Our things, Man United fans, and this summer is undoubtedly the most important summer transfer window of Ten Hag's life. Not only Man United and Ten Hag have to decide who to acquire for next season, but also they have to make up their minds about the players who have to leave the club. Recently, many news outlets such as The Sun have published reports naming several players who won't be in Manchester United next season, and throughout the rest of this video, we're going to dive deep into the articles, and I'll be sharing my own personal takes on the players individually. Make sure you guys do the same thing as well. Well, first of all, let's get all the obvious candidates out of the way, and I think one of the most obvious players to depart from us in the summer is Donny van de Beek. What an unlucky player, truly. When he joined our squad in 2020, we were expecting big things from him. He was considered one of Ajax's pillars of success in addition to players such as De Ligt and Frenkie de Jong. But sometimes football can be a cruel thing, since Van de Beek has never really found a place for himself in our side, scoring just 2 goals and creating 2 assists in his 60 appearances for the club. His back-to-back long-haul injuries also never allowed him to play football for our team, which is a shame, and I truly believe that his time is up at Man United and he will most likely be leaving Manchester United in the summer transfer window. Another player who is undoubtedly on top of people's list is Harry Maguire. I think he's also a no-brainer. This season, Ten Hag's approach to Maguire has been crystal clear. He doesn't have a place in the main squad and he's the last possible option to play for Manchester United. We have seen times this season where we have been unlucky with the injuries of players such as Martinez and Varane, and Maguire had to step up, which he didn't, of course, and it led to losses such as the one we had against Sevilla. In addition, he lost his place in the team as the captain. Ten Hag would rather play Shaw alongside Lindelof as center defenders than start with Maguire. The answer is pretty clear, as I said. He has no place in the team and no trust among fans of the club, and it's a shame since we had to pay £80 million for the player in 2019. Can you believe that? I know. The number is just bonkers. Alright, next player that some reports are pointing out, and the latest rumors are also suggesting that he won't have a place in the squad next season, is Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial's career in Manchester United has always been on and off. Every time he was becoming more and more comfortable in his own skin and also playing for the club, an injury came along and ruined the whole thing. His career as a Man United player never really took off, which is a shame because he was another player that I really thought could achieve great things for Manchester United. Martial's career in Manchester United is approaching its final stages, and that's why a lot of sources are suggesting that Ten Hag has lost his patience with the forward through a combination of his inability to stay fit and his attitude on the pitch when he does make it into United's team. He has 1 year remaining on his contract, and chances are he will leave the club in order to pave the way for players such as Harry Kane to join our squad. By the way, we have done a full-length new video on the situation of Harry Kane and the rumors surrounding him joining Manchester United. I highly recommend that you guys check that video out as well. Next up, we have to talk about David De Gea, and De Gea's story this season has been a thought-provoking one. A couple of days ago, he was announced as the goalkeeper with the most clean sheets this season in Premier League, but that statistic alone is not a correct indication of his situation this season. He has also been at times all over the place. For instance, the match against Sevilla. His form as a goalkeeper has varied this season from time to time. Sometimes he has shown great performances that have been life-saving, and other times it has been atrocious. We also know that his contract runs out in June, and reports suggest that he would have to take a significant pay cut if he wants to extend his stay at Old Trafford. Other reports have also suggested that there is a chance that he will stay, but Ten Hag is not counting on him as a long-term option. Instead, he has an eye on players such as David Raya. Should David Raya join Man United, I think De Gea can't expect to be the first-choice goalkeeper anymore, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. Everything is up in the air in terms of De Gea's situation, and we'll have to wait for further reports to surface online. Guys, before we move on, leave a like if you found this video informative and consider subscribing to our channel, Always United, where we bring you guys the latest Manchester United news to talk about our favorite team in the world. Alright, next player that we have to talk about is Scott McTominay, a player who has made 22 appearances in all competitions this season, and in the beginning of the season, he was proving himself a reliable player for the squad, but for some reason, he has been sidelined lately, which is why that there are rumors out there that should a player like Declan Rice join United, McTominay will lose his spot in the team, and also club's officials might feel like that by selling McTominay, they can somehow provide the money required to buy Declan Rice, which is supposed to be around £100 million. Alex Telles, Eric Bailly, and Wout Weghorst are all players that we won't probably see next season because they don't look like the type of players Ten Hag has in mind simply for his long-term schemes. If we want to talk about Marcel Sabitzer, nothing has changed in terms of his situation and whether he will join our club permanently next season. Then again, I'm telling you guys, if Man United wants to acquire Declan Rice or even Frenkie de Jong, I don't think even Sabitzer himself wants to stay at Man United. Though I know he has mentioned several times that he feels really happy at Man United and he's in favor of a permanent transfer to our club. We also have to wait and see the number Bayern Munich will settle on for his permanent transfer. And lastly, let's also touch on the situation of Arjen van Bissaka, a player who has quite the following. He has a strong fan base, and a couple of months ago, every single report regarding Man United's departure list for the summer included his name. However, the situation has changed for the better for the player. Having shown some fantastic performances lately, Arjen van Bissaka has made Man United officials think twice, and it is absolutely plausible for the player to stay another season, and considering his latest performances, I'm definitely on board with his inclusion for next season, and I truly hope he can keep it up. Nevertheless, that's a wrap for this video, guys. We tried our best to provide the most comprehensive list on the channel for you guys. Definitely let us know what you think about the players we mentioned, and if we have missed someone, or if you have a player on your mind, definitely let us know. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end of this video. If you want more Man United news, here are some suggestions. Until next time, it's been a pleasure serving you.